5 conference tourney winners, all at plus money odds. That's what I've got for you today here on the Power 5. What's going on, everybody? Bryan Power of WagerTalk.com here, and we are taking a look at the early college basketball conference tournaments today. Just a reminder, when you hear me giving out these odds, make sure you are shopping around to get the best possible numbers. For consistency purposes, I'll be using DraftKings odds today here on the show. And we're going to start in the Atlantic Sun, where the first round actually took place Monday. The rest of the tournament takes place at campus sites for the higher seed, and there is reseeding after every round. Now, Eastern Kentucky, plus 150, they're the 1 seed and the favorite here. However, I'm not a believer. It's actually third-seeded Lipscomb with the highest Ken Palm rating, some 38 spots higher than EKU, and the second best odds to win the tournament. Fourth-seeded Austin Peay seems to be a popular dark horse. The Governors, they ended the regular season on a 7-1 straight-up run, got DeMarcus Sharp back in the lineup. It just so happens Eastern Kentucky lost to Lipscomb and Austin Peay in the final 2 regular season contests. But as good as they are offensively, I worry about both Lipscomb and Austin Peay at the defensive end. Austin Peay was actually dead last in conference play and adjusted defensive efficiency, and I don't think the Governors are going to be able to maintain their recent three-point shooting, which was number 1 in all of college basketball, not just the ASUN, but the entire country for the month of February. So who do you take here to win the ASUN tournament? How about second seed Stetson, who will face the winner of Queens, Florida Gulf Coast in their first matchup? A possible meeting with Lipscomb looms in the semis. That would be at Stetson. Then it could be EKU for the tourney final. But Stetson was 2-0 against those two teams in the regular season, so give me Stetson. No, not your dad's favorite cologne, but the Hatters of DeLand, Florida at plus 300 odds to win the ASUN tournament. Let's now move to the Sun Belt. From the ASUN to the Sun Belt we go. The Sun Belt tournament begins Tuesday. Entire event takes place in Pensacola, Florida, so no edge for the higher seeds in terms of venue, but the top 4 teams did receive a double bye, which is a nice advantage, of course. Now, everyone's going to be looking at 2 teams. Regular season champ Appalachian State, who's plus 180, or preseason favorite James Madison, who's plus 120. But I'm going to be going with another of the top 4 teams, that being Arkansas State, who is a tempting plus 800 to win the Sun Belt tournament. Why the Red Wolves? Well, this time of year, underdogs who can hit the 3 are worth backing, and Arkansas State certainly fits that bill, guys. In fact, this was the number 1 adjusted offensive efficiency team during Sun Belt play, so Arkansas State plus 800 is my call in the Sun Belt. Bit of a long shot there. Another tourney that gets underway Tuesday is in my area of the country. That is the Horizon League. This, historically, has been a wild conference tournament. The top seed over the last decade has won just twice. Just 2 times. And that is not good for regular season champ Oakland, who you're going to find at plus 240 odds. Now, it's campus sites for the first 2 rounds, then Indianapolis for the semis and final. Reseeding after every round, and the top 5 teams got to buy into the quarterfinals. Looking through these odds, there is a clear gap between the top 3 and the rest of the field. 6 seed Wright State, they've got the 3rd best odds, plus 290. Kind of an attractive option here. But I worry about the Raiders defensively. I don't think there is a team in the entire country, if you could think of one, let me know in the comments section, but I don't think there's a team in the entire country with a more dramatic split in terms of offensive and defensive efficiency than what we've got going on with Wright State. The Raiders are 31st nationally in offensive efficiency at Ken Palm, but 343rd defensively. So, since I'm scared of Wright State at the defensive end, who do we go with in the Horizon League? The team that was the top seed last year. That was Youngstown State. The Penguins failed to get it done in 2023. They are this year's favorite, technically, at plus 195 odds. That's the lowest odds. They have waited a full year for this event, has Youngstown State. And oh, by the way, the Penguins swept Wright State during the regular season, so give me Youngstown State to win the Horizon plus 195. Let's now move to Wednesday. Tournaments that begin on Wednesday in Evansville, Indiana. the Ohio Valley Conference. Ironically, a conference where none of the teams are from the state of Ohio. Here, only 8 teams got to qualify. The top 2 got double byes directly into the semis, but it's 3-seed Morehead State. That's the tourney favorite, plus 100. And I'm going to back the Eagles here. They were number 1 in the Ohio Valley in both adjusted offensive and defensive efficiency. Guard Jordan Lathan, he's back for Morehead. And that is huge because he missed the losses at Little Rock and UT Martin, who are the top 2 seeds in this thing. I realize taking a team at only plus 100 odds and needing them to beat the top 2 seeds isn't the greatest value, but Morehead State is the favorite for a reason. They are the best team in this league, and my bet to win the Ohio Valley Tournament. All right, let's now close out the Power 5 here today with a play on the Big South Tournament. That gets underway Wednesday as well. Entire tournament takes place at the campus of High Point, who is the regular season champs in the Big South. But the Panthers are a team I'm looking to fade, even though they're minus 120 to win this thing. They struggled with 4-seed Winthrop, a potential semifinal opponent in the regular season. 2 close wins in the regular season. My view is that the winner of the Big South tourney is either going to be UNC Asheville, who's plus 350, or Gardner-Webb, who's plus 800. Now, Gardner-Webb did a great job at defending Asheville's leading scorer, Drew Pember, in a pair of regular season wins. But Gardner-Webb, not a great three-point shooting team. So I'm going to ride with the team that's number 1 in adjusted efficiency, offensive efficiency, number 2 in adjusted defensive efficiency in the Big South, and that's UNC Asheville, plus 350 is a pretty good return for what I feel is the best team in that league. So to recap, Stetson plus 300 to win the ASUN, Arkansas State plus 800 to win the Sun Belt, Youngstown State plus 195 to win the Horizon, Morehead State plus 100 to win the Ohio Valley, and UNC Asheville plus 350 to win the Big South. Let me know down in the comments section below who you believe will come out ahead in these conference tournaments, and whether you agreed or disagreed with my picks, go ahead and smash that like button. We always appreciate your support here on the Power 5. Now, that is conference tournament winners, okay? Those are futures teams that I think will win these tournaments. If you're interested in daily college basketball selections, I've got a great deal for you here today. For less than $5 per day and less than $23 per week, you can get every single college basketball release I make all the way through April's national championship game. That includes the conference tournaments, the entire NCAA tournament, even the NIT. I was number 3 in college basketball last March at WagerTalk. I'm anticipating another big March Madness run this year. You heard this great info. We're going to make it actual. We're going to have a great run here over the next 30-plus days. All you need to do is head on over to wt.buzz/BP right now and click on March Madness Bonanza on the right side of the page. No coupon code is needed. That's the rest of the college basketball season for just $149 right now at WagerTalk, wt.buzz/BP. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering about the other 2 conference tournaments getting underway by midweek, you got the Patriot League, a chalky conference historically. Only 3 times in the previous 33 tournaments has a non-top 2 seed won this thing. It's tough to go against Colgate this year, but no thanks at minus 250 for me. The Northeast Conference, what a wacky league this is. I don't see any real edge. The last time I made a play in the Northeast Conference, it was Long Island against Fairleigh Dickinson. Fairleigh Dickinson, before the game, got stuck in an elevator. That's what you're getting in the NEC, so I don't want any part of that. I'm not making a play here. Merrimack, they won last year's NEC tourney. Couldn't go to the big dance, though, due to those arcane NCAA rules about when a team moves up from Division II. That opened the door for Fairleigh Dickinson to pull its famous upset of Purdue in the round of 64. I think Merrimack's going to be properly motivated, but again, wouldn't take a flyer on them at short odds. More conference tournament action if you check out Adam Trigger, good friend of mine. He's going to be covering every conference tournament here on Wager Talk TV. Check those previews out. That does it for me here today, the early week edition of the Power 5. Hope you enjoyed it. If you already haven't done so, make sure you're subscribed to the Wager Talk YouTube channel so you're instantly alerted to all of our exclusive sports betting content. You can also follow me on X, formerly Twitter, at Bryan Power _wins. And until next time, let's cash some tickets.